stock market chaos. There is blood on the streets, meaning that stocks have been selling off. And I mean, basically, for this video, the US stocks have been selling off, especially the tech stocks. But hold up, hey, these moves of selling off can literally make you crazy money. Do you even know that billionaires are made during downtimes, but only if you understand the game? And right now in my VIP community, we are properly positioning to wait for this August September dip. Like our hands are like this and we are open. So if you're new to the stock market and probably the past few months, everybody has been going on about how stocks are doing well. You've been hearing big company stocks that have been doing well, and you felt like, let me jump in. And you probably bought at a price where now that is selling off, you're beginning to panic. Welcome to the club. So for me, I've been through all those seasons, and right now, I now know how to leverage on it. So today we're going to talk about the stock market chaos, and we're going to look at opportunities, big techs that are cracking, and how we're going to use this opportunity to make some money. So you can see this guy's face here. You would see that the guy is, almost on the edge, thinking, what am I going to do? And this is very typical. So there's a movement of, crazy things happening in the stock market, but it is one of the best moments for me right now. I'm literally happy. So I do hope you took my advice. I remember telling you some weeks ago to start taking profit, to sell some stocks, because the pullbacks is not a matter of will it happen, it's a matter of when will it happen. So I do hope you took my advice and you are now preparing for pullbacks. I actually want you to have some cash ready so that when opportunities come, you will be able to leverage on those big opportunities. So I'm going to talk about, of course, I just mentioned this holding cash is one of the things you should do now. You should not be in a hurry to buy some of the stocks. There's some that when they get to a certain price, it's time to buy. Then big tech sell-off, we're going to talk about it. One of the stocks that really shook us this week was Palantir. Honestly, Palantir was one that I didn't really see coming. Even though I made a video few days ago, I think it was last week, and I was talking about when Palantir will it may likely get to 200 first before coming down from 180. But alas, that 183 was the highest. It came down to 180, 175, 170. And this week, that's yesterday, we touched 145, 142 actually. We are going into the chart and we're going to see that. And of course, if you actually bought at the top, because the thing about stock market is that when market is doing well, everybody is like an expert, everybody knows what they are doing. The moment market begins to crack, market trades sideways, the bears arrive, and market is, stocks are selling off. A lot of people will no longer say much. So congratulations to those that sold some of their stocks at the top. We did that. We took a lot of our profits. Those that have done 50, 70, 100, more than that for us, we've done that. And we are currently applying our VIP triple strategy. So this is one thing that you should, learn. And we are doing that in the community. So do yourself a favor and join our community so that you would see what is going on. So, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a home where I celebrate you, my subscribers, as my VIP members. And of course, thank you for the likes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for, most importantly, learning. I want you to learn. I'm more of an educator. I want to open your eyes to see what's going on in the stock market. So you won't say you did not know. If you're sticking with me and we are riding together as my money bestie, there is no way something will be happening and you will not learn it from me. So do yourself a favor, subscribe to this channel so that when I drop a video, you will be one of the first people that will get it. Of course, you know me, I teach you how to make your money work for you. Why? Because you cannot work every day of your life, but your money can work for you, work for your children, work for your children's children, and the next generation if you know how to put it into practice. So, disclaimer before I mention the stocks, of course, the ideas I share here are based on my personal views. So you need to get yourself a financial advisor. You need to also learn how to do your own research. and you would learn a lot. Of course, I share what has worked for me that's given me very good results. And of course, we have our 4.0 batch, and we have over 10 people in that community already. Do yourself a favor and join. This is for educational purposes. Now, this is some of the things we are going to do. We're going to do portfolio review for people who already have picked some stocks and they are joining. So we're going to review and tell you what to do, when to take profit. Because one of the most painful thing is you have stocks that you bought and you made some profits and you let those profits go. Oh my God, don't try that. Secondly, we're doing a 100% challenge, meaning we want to grow our accounts to 100%. Then we're doing dividend challenge, compound interest challenge, market analysis. So it's just 50,000 naira. Join us and you'll have a lot of fun with us. So let's get into the chat and let's talk about a couple of things. Okay, so this is the our YouTube channel. Of course, there are so many amazing videos that will help you. Look at this honest investment advice. This is one video that you watching this video should go and click on this particular video and watch, because there are some things that you need to know before even investing a lot of money. And these are some of the stocks that I have mentioned, that the ones that will give you double profits. Please subscribe and stay glued to this channel. And of course, thank you so much for being a part of this. So let's get into the news. So I'm going to start with CNBC. Tech sell-off. Investors could just be taking profit and enjoying the summer. Yes, this is one of the reasons why you see stock market selling off around this time. First of all, a lot of people are taking profits and they are going to enjoy themselves during summer. So people who bought stocks maybe like $20, the stocks are now at 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, $100, are already taking their profits. You can't hold them back. You remember when I said, just make sure you've taken your profit. This is what people are doing, profit taking. And now we have other things like popping up in the news, like the Feds are divided over inflation and employment worries. And tomorrow, being the big day, or rather today being Friday, we are looking forward to the Jackson Hole meeting, where the Fed chair Jerome Powell will be speaking on the interest rate. So the question is, what really is a rate cut that we are all talking about? Like everybody's looking forward to the rate cut, because you see here what happens when the Fed cuts just as market trade at highs. All right, so a rate cut is actually when a Federal Reserve, which is basically people in charge of the US money, when they lower the cost of borrowing, meaning cheaper loans, cheaper mortgages, and all of that, credit card rates and everything. So this makes a lot of companies to take more loan to, increase, expand, do more things, and become better. And also, of course, it will have a ripple effect on the price of the stock itself. So this is what it's all about. So they're going to be having conversations against September when the rate cuts will take effect. So the question is, are they going to have a rate cut, or will they not have a rate cut? If they're going to have a rate cut, markets will fly back. If they're not having a rate cut, markets will definitely slump. Now let's go back to this news that I put up earlier on. So now news like this are what is making people do crazy things. Tech, cheap, stock sell-off continues as AI bubble fears mount. Now, when you see things like this, some people will go and panic and sell some of their stocks. And of course, the moment you sell, the big institutions, the big boys will gladly buy. So they know that when these stocks are dropping, because the tech stocks are the biggest hits. Look at Amazon, Apple, Google, all of them fell like 2%, 1%. Nvidia fell 3.5%. AMD dropped 1%. AVGO, that's Broadcom, dropped. Micron Technology, MU, dropped. And of course, the biggest one, Palantir, dropped. In fact, that one was crazy. So if you listen to all these type of things, you may think, the end is near. But of course, opportunities are going to come. So let's get into the chart and let's look at Palantir. So you get to see one of the things I'm mentioning. So this is, let's get to Palantir. So let's get to Palantir. Let's look at the daily time frame. Let's look at what happened. Can you see this? Let me expand this so we get to see how crazy this drop was. Look at this, 190. And since we touched 190, I was hoping we could do 200 before we sell off like this. And look at this, day one with day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. So this was 2 days ago. Look at this. Huge, from 170 to 150. And yesterday we touched 142. Let me get it into the 5 minutes time frame so you get to see this particular move. It was really, really heavy. Hey, I actually enjoyed it because it was an opportunity had been preparing for. So it came earlier than expected. You know, sometimes some gifts can come to you earlier than expected. Look at this drop, 142.34, and he made a move back up to 155, which was a beautiful recovery. But now the question is, what is going to happen by tomorrow after the news of the decision of the Fed? For me, I'm looking forward to seeing another opportunity. I just want to see if we can definitely, let's get to this. So I want to see if we can definitely touch this place again. But you see, around this area, I'm looking that it may actually come to bounce off around this 130, 136 area before picking up to go up. So you missed. Sometimes some people tell me I missed when it was at 100. See this huge drop from 190 to 140. Imagine that it drops to 130 and you grab it all the way back to 190. That's a lot of money. So that you missed this opportunity. Many people were just taking profit because they've been on this stock for a long time. Look at this move. Some people have been on this stock since $20 until it got to 190. That's a whole lot of money. So I want you to ignore the news and get into this opportunity. You can see when I put it on a weekly time frame, you can see that the drop is not so much. But when I put it on a daily time frame, the drop looks so big. So join the community and we're going to be learning the stocks. Their stocks have already put together for them in our triple strategy. Triple means we're making money from dividends, from growth stock, and also short-term moves. These are opportunities that are in the market that you don't need to sleep on them. So I just showed you one. I have about 10 to 12 list of stocks. And we also have those in Nigerian stock. Tomorrow I'm going to take the Nigerian stock. So we get to talk about what is really happening in the Nigerian stock. So this is one of the areas where I want you to keep an eye on because this one is going to make you a lot of money. Look at this move. One move can give you 70 to $100. And imagine if you have 2 shares, 3 shares, 4 shares, 5 shares. This is an AI disruptor. I don't see this stock as dropping anytime soon. I see it as having another opportunity to run back to the top because this one is going to print. So keep this stock in mind. Now I want to also talk about SPY, which is the S&P 500 ETF that tracks the best of the 500 companies in America. You can, if you see in this weekly time frame, you can see we're already cracking. For me, this is like a head and shoulder. Look at this, it's like the first shoulder. This is the head. This is the second shoulder forming. So I feel like this may pick up a little bit and then we have another drop and we may come to retest this 621. So when this happens, just know that a lot of stocks are going to drop, and any stock that you have been following, solid companies that are dropping, it's a good opportunity to buy because I always tell you that money is being made during down times. So look at this. When people panic, look at this tiny panic here. This stock went up. Then look at this panic here. What happened again? The stock also went up. So anyhow you look at it, each time the stock market drops, it always pulls back up. Just look at this. Just keep going back to the number of years. Each time, look at this from 400 down to 335. And what happened? We picked up and hit 447. And even when it dropped again a little bit to 403, we landed at 500. Look at this, 500, landed at 600 before we pulled back to 480. And look at this beautiful. So I'm looking for this type of move again. I'm really excited and hoping I'm going to get into this opportunity. So I hope you learned something in this video. I want you to join the VIP so that you properly position for this second half of the year. Opportunities are available. Incredible opportunities, I mean. Join the train, be in that VIP. Do yourself a favor. I want to see you make payment. The link to pay is in the description of this video. So click on that link and pay, and I will see you in class. and you'll get all the lesson.